Okay, I'm gonna go through my questions now since I deferred to Senator King's questions, and then we'll see. Do you have any second round?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and Senator Smith, do you have second round? You want to ask some second round questions? I'll get back to you. I'm going to go through mine, and I'll go to John next, okay? Ms. Klein, without the IRA, would there have been any offshore oil and gas lease sales held or reinstated in 2022 or 2023 in your best estimation?
Well, thank you for the question. I think that Inflation Reduction Act was clear.
No, we're saying without it. If it never happened, it came very close to not happening at all.
Well, thank you for the question, and I respect the question. I find it very difficult to speculate on things
Let me say this.
May happen.
Was the administration considering zero oil and gas sales for the next 5-year plan? So there would not have been a 5-year plan with any gas and oil sales?
Well, again, the Inflation Reduction Act was provided us with clear direction. I think was certainly part of the decision-making process to include
no one
three
knew it was
proposed
going to
sales.
happen. They really did not know. The administration did not know there was going to be an IRA, I can assure you. And you all were planning. You had plenty of time to plan because that didn't happen until June. So I'm just asking, were they going down a zero path for no leases for 5 years?
Respectfully, I cannot say what would have happened without it.
On your testimony that noted an appeal is pending on the Fifth Circuit that could impact lease sale 261, Ms. Klein, which has already been delayed to November the 8th. As you know, the statutory deadline for the sale in the IRA was September the 30th. And I was really befuddled and dismayed by its delay. Can you help clarify us if you're in fact committed to holding the sale on November the 8th?
Well, thank you for the question. All systems are go for the sale on November 8th. We don't see anything in the way of holding that sale.
Good. Thank you. Administrator Coit, in addition to the energy industry, the sport fishing, recreational, and boating and commercial fishing industries have a tremendous impact on our economy. We cannot overregulate to the point where small businesses cannot function and local economies are struggling every day. The past summer, I secured a provision in the Senate fiscal year 24 Commerce, Justice, and Science funding bill that requires NOAA to engage with affected stakeholders, including the recreational boating and fishing communities, before NOAA issues any interim or final rule on vessel speeds. Can you give me the situation that you all have and what your considerations are by looking at the fiscal 24 appropriations bill, and provide us with an update on the current status of vessel speed, the vessel speed rule?
Thank you, Senator. And I sure hope we get an FY24 appropriations bill. As you know, because we were talking about the Gulf before, I believe you're now talking about the North Atlantic right whale and the Atlantic.
So you'll know that the recreational and the sport fishing and all those things, they said they were never contacted at all. So that's why we had to put that in there. They weren't consulted before you all started considering the 10-mile, 10 knots.
I have such respect for that sector, and I interact with them a lot. I know they were frustrated that there wasn't more interaction, and I've had a number of meetings subsequently. And I think it's very, very important for us to coordinate with the recreational fishing sector. And they, in fact, are working with us now on some workshops.
Are you all close to coming to a ruling on the 10?
So on the proposed rule, the comment period on the proposed rule closed a year ago, actually. And we've been carefully considering and analyzing those comments and working.
I'm sure you've been inundated.
There were over 90,000 comments.
I knew that.
And so we're in the process.
They weren't positive.
They were on all sides of the issue.
The majority.
Because it is a critically endangered whale, and we know that vessel strikes are one of the reasons that
we're
they're
talking about.
dying.
I live on a boat, okay? I can tell you, anytime I take the boat, I'm not looking for a whale to hit. And I've never seen a whale that I could have hit. Now, a whale could have hit me maybe, and I can tell you also, I checked with the insurance agency on claims. There is none. So basically, if I got hit, or if I hit one, I'd have a lot of damage, and I would turn it into my insurance agency. So I'm saying nothing shows the justification of even thinking that that would be a positive way to go, and it's going to help anything, except hurt an industry that's struggling. I'm just saying, hopefully you'll make a common sense decision on this one when it's overwhelming. There's nothing that justifies what the consideration. And whoever brought this to you, I know it wasn't yours. I know you all didn't originate it. I'll give you credit for that. But I think you all have accelerated to the point of looking at something that's really not a problem.
I don't want to take credit where it's not due. We did originate the proposed
Oh, the
rule
10?
for the
Okay.
North
I'm
Atlantic
sorry,
right
and I'm
whale.
more upset with
and
you than I
we
was.
are responding to a petition in the Gulf in regard to a vessel speed. But I thank you for your input, and I know that's an issue that's really important to you and to the
So
sport fishing sector.
you'll either make a statement after you have the period of time, but the period of time's already exceeded. When do you all plan on doing this? So it's people aren't left in limbo. That's the problem.
Yeah, for the final rule, we've consistently let people know that we hope to make a decision by the end of the year for the vessel speed rule
Okay.
affecting North Atlantic right whales, and that is our goal.
End of the year.